Reptilians, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle and this is Elle's Reptiles. This week we are continuing our saga of this tank so many years later, and we are looking at this 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot tank from Dubia.com. I have had this tank for about 2 years now. I cannot express to you how happy I am that it came with this, because last time I put a tank together, I did not have one and I had to go get one, and I've never seen a tank come with one of these, and this is fantastic. I am so excited about this thing. This tank has been fantastic. It originally was set up for my hognose, but he's taken forever to grow. Hey. So this is now the home of my king snake. He's been in here for probably about a year and a half at this point, and it is fabulous. It's probably a little dusty, but it has been absolutely wonderful. It does such a good job at holding in the right amount of humidity, but not too much. Lots of ventilation on the top. Out of all the tanks that I got, this one was definitely the easiest to set up. It also isn't a stack, it's just a singular tank. And this tank is I am recording, right? Okay. And this tank is by far the absolute cheapest tank. I want to say it's about $300. Like, that's shipping and everything. In total, it's about $300 for a 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot tank with a built-in like substrate area. I think that they've recently updated these to make this bigger. I don't promise that, but I'm pretty sure that they did. I did have to modify this very slightly because I put a baby king snake in here, so I put just the same strip on this that I used on the custom reptile habitats tank. It actually came from windshield wipers. It was like the protective part of windshield wipers, and that keeps it all in place. No gap. But it's been fantastic. Structurally, there's not a scuff on this thing. There does look like there's some child fingerprints on it, of course, but there's not a single scuff on this acrylic. I don't know how it would do with things like bearded dragons. I have a baby or juvenile king snake in this, so he's not scratching anything up. So I don't have a way to test that specifically, but it's been doing good. The doors, I mean, they rattle slightly if you hit them, but other than that, they're solid. They came with these fantastic metal handles, which is so cool. If I remember right, this tank even came with the tools to build, like it came with a screwdriver and stuff to build this thing with. Absolutely fantastic, so convenient, and again, that price, you cannot beat that price. For $300, I 1000% recommend this tank if you need a 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot tank for whatever animal you may need it for. It's great. Again, there is a tiny gap here, so if you have a species of animal that can escape, maybe look into filling that in. But other than that, this thing is great. My plants, as you can see, are growing and filling. Some of them are dying, but for the most part, they are still growing. They're filling everything in. I adore this tank. I think when I built this, I said I was going to paint this black to match. Never did that. Never got around to that. Structurally, everything's good. The mesh is sagging a little bit, but there are bars under it to prevent it from sagging too much. As I'm editing this, I remembered that it took me literally over 20 minutes just to install these 2 bars. I don't remember why it was so difficult, but it was very difficult, so just keep that in mind. If you build this tank, it might have been a me problem, I don't know. The mesh on like the custom cages, the custom reptile habitats is like solid still. This one is sagging just a little bit. You can kind of see it there, maybe, I don't know. But other than that, this is holding up. This is holding up just as good as any of the other ones are. It's great. Honestly, other than the mesh sagging a little, which doesn't matter at all, I have not found anything negative about this tank. I spray his tank down every so often. It hasn't rusted. The doors are still pretty quiet. Obviously you can hear that there's a little bit of dirt down in the tracks, but they're still pretty quiet. Is this one closed all the way? I don't want a king snake escaping. Okay. Highly recommended. Super easy to set up. Super lightly shipped. Super cheap. I really don't have anything else to say about this. The king snake is going to be in here for a very long time. But that is it for this video. This one was very short because it's just one individual tank. But that is it. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow me on my socials, like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put in a video, which is every Sunday, most Sundays, and some Wednesdays. This week's Instagram shout out is here. This week's shout out is here. Thank you so much for liking and following and subscribing and commenting and sharing and all that jazz. You are the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. All right, test. Okay, I don't know if I can. Let me just scoot over here. All right, and this is Elle's Reptiles. Just feels so weird. Maybe if I tilt it like that. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay. Okay, that's it.